vibrate because
All right. I'm Amanda Love, and I am from North Oakland County. And first and foremost, I am a wife and a mother to 5 wonderful children. And the reason that I got in the race is for them, because they deserve to grow up at the Attorney General's office. And I also have vast legislative experience. So I've written public policy and law, and I've also managed legislative offices and worked as an Oakland County liaison for the Speaker of the House to kind of keep a pulse on the grassroots. Then I also worked elections from the outside. So I've run campaigns for almost 20 years now. 2006 was my first race that I ran, and I've never lost a race. And including my own for school board in, well, it was 3 years ago now, when they forced the schools to shut down. I saw the homework that my kids were getting sent home, and I said, oh boy, we cannot have that. So I ran an anti-CRT DEI platform, and we won. We took out the 2 union-backed incumbents, and we won with the most votes. So I win elections. That's my greatest skill actually in life, is winning elections, but I'm frankly tired of having to start at the 20-yard line every time. If we got a fair shake at elections, Republicans would be in a lot better shape, especially here in Michigan. Michigan's elections, especially over the last 7 years, have been ran terribly. And our voter rolls are completely out of control. And on day 1, I'm going to withdraw us from the multi-state compact that we're involved with, called ERIC.
Yep.
So it's our electronic, okay, so someone knows about it. So our electronic registration information center. We send all of our data to the system, along with I think about 25 other states, and we count on them to automatically clean up our voter rolls. Well, it's not working, and we need to get out. Ironically, Benson is refusing to give over our voter roll information to the Department of Justice, but yet she's totally willing to give all of our personal data to this third-party company with their own board, their own rules, and that's not a privacy violation. So the hypocrisy that we have right now within the SOS is really appalling. We also need to cross-reference our voter rolls with Social Security numbers. That has been done in prior administrations. It's been far too long, but as we've seen in the Chinese national voting in Ann Arbor last cycle, we have immigrants on our voter rolls, so we need to take them off so we can easily cross-reference. And like I said, that has been done in the past administrations. So another platform I had was to train our local clerks. Sometimes I'm hearing that they don't always get that trickle-down effect, especially in counties where the county clerk is Democratic and then a small township clerk, for example, is Republican, a new clerk. There's not a formalized training program in place for them. So we made a training program for the clerks, and we thought, well, why don't we make this training required for our law enforcement, our sheriffs, and our county prosecutors? Because then they know election law. So when they're called on to a scene at a polling location, they know what to do. I've experienced it firsthand. If they're called on when suspected fraud's occurring, and they don't know what to do. They just kind of stand up to the background, make sure no one's punching each other, and that's kind of that. But if they're trained in election law, then they actually can take action. Further, the prosecutors in the county can actually prosecute their own in their own counties. So when we have widespread fraud, it's not solely on the Secretary of State, but the counties and individual townships can actually do their own consequences. So in addition to that training, we are going to have a tip line available. So I came up with this actually after the most recent election not long ago, and there was not a unified number to call if you did suspect fraud, voter intimidation, other than the police. Some people call their county chair, but most of the time, county Republican chairs aren't lawyers. So we're going to have qualified lawyers on call at the Secretary of State's office on election day, and you can call this tip line and we will take action, because we want to avoid any fraud to begin with. And I think those two things, the training and the tip line, will really help prevent fraud. But in the event that it does happen, we're definitely going to give real consequences and real jail time to election violators, because it's been let go for far too long. And of course they're going to keep doing it if there's no consequences. So that's kind of my main platforms for the election side. So on the other side of the office, I kind of separate it into two. And so on the DMV side, I want to streamline the scheduling system, and I want to bring back the option to walk into a branch, because I gotta cheer back there. There's extenuating circumstances where you can't wait a week and a half to schedule your appointment, and you need to get seen. And we're going to guarantee that you can be seen that day. That's not guaranteed right now, and it can be done. It's been done in the past, as we know. We're going to keep the appointments because that does help with flow, but you're going to be able to be seen. You might have to wait a little bit longer than somebody with an appointment, but you will be seen. We're also going to make a hard phone line for scheduling appointments. So this is mainly for the senior citizens, no one here, but I have gotten some complaints about ability to navigate the website and or an app to schedule your appointment with the SOS. We're going to make a phone number that senior citizens can call. It'll just auto direct to the nearest branch office, and they can schedule that appointment right on there for them. And so they can use their Cricket phone or whatever, call in, make their appointment, write it down on their notepad and paper, and come into the branch office. I see the SOS office as it's essentially a tax collection agency, so we need to make it as easy as possible for people to pay their taxes. We also need to upgrade the current sticker tab system on our license plates, and we need to update vehicle registration fees. So the technology was there, and the desire and the want to get rid of the sticker tab system was there when I worked there almost 20 years ago now. Wow. So we can do it. We should do it. The only pushback I've heard is that it's a reason to it's probable cause to pull you over if you didn't put that sticker on, which is largely redundant to even have the sticker, because when you get pulled over, the officer already knows if you've paid your car insurance, if you've paid your registration. So we got to update that, and we got to reduce the vehicle registration fees. And we also have to upgrade the scale as to which your registration, or the cost of your vehicle registration, is calculated. So right now, if you have a 25-year-old vehicle, you're still paying $200, depending, around $200 or something a year for your vehicle. Some people's vehicles aren't even worth that much, so we got to update that system. Right now, as it sits, it's after 3 years there is a reduction in your vehicle registration fee, but beyond that it pretty much flatlines. So we need to update that and give tax relief to the hardworking men and women here in Michigan. So again, I'm Amanda Love, running to be your next Secretary of State, and I would love to earn your vote at the nominating convention. Thank you.